Welcome to a very special edition of WGS-TV right here on Blog TV and YouTube. I'm your official Russell Gamer, Double B Billy Bujo. This is my Bound for Glory reactions video. I'm going to give you guys my immediate reactions to the pay-per-view, and of course you have a more in-depth review of it from Ashley, and I want to say it right now, the newest member of the WGS team, Rev Jake Slayer, and maybe Nathan as well. So hopefully you guys will call in on Wednesday and give your thoughts about TNA's Bound for Glory pay-per-view. Now, several things we called on the Breakdown and Prediction show we hit spot on, especially yours truly. Douglas Williams did not capture the title from Jay Lethal. I pretty much said that because, again, I said it on the show. You know, with the run Lethal's having, I really didn't see the title being dropped at the pay-per-view tonight. Motor City Machine Guns beating Generation Me. That was literally a no-brainer there. And not only that, Inc. and Orlando Jordan, Eric Young, you know, pretty much a repeat of what happened on Impact. Oh, just about. Now, I think one of the matches that totally blew me off, that I was just way off on, was the four-way knockout match. Why put the title on Tara, and now Tara and Mickie James are going on it? Like Ashley told me earlier before I started recording, it's basically two WWE divas going after the TNA Knockouts Championship. I mean, come on. Makes sense, TNA. I mean, it would have been interesting to see Angelina Love work with Mickie James, maybe Madison Rayne, or even Velvet Sky work with Mickie James. But we all seen Tara and Mickie James before. That's nothing new. Just like with Paul Bearer turning on The Undertaker at Hell in the Cell, you guys are kind of rehashing a storyline. Come on, Vince Russo. That's not going to work for the WWE, and it's not going to work for you either. Now, I believe one of the good matches, I think one of the matches that probably stole the show, in my personal opinion, was the Lethal Lockdown match. I mean, that matchup was just insane, full of action, very entertaining, and trust me, the guys on the WGS team will agree with me, very, very entertaining. So, EV 2.0 came out on top of that one. Now, I had posed the question to Rick Starr on the podcast earlier tonight. Could Jeff Hardy pass himself off as a legit heel, considering the fact that he is now a part of it's Hogan, Bischoff, Hardy, Abyss, and Jeff Jarrett. I'm going to address the Jeff Jarrett thing in just a second. But we're going to see now. We're going to see now if Hardy can pass himself off and get over on the crowd as a legit heel. Only time will tell. Because some people can pass themselves off as a heel, and some people can't. So, trust me, because I remember back to one time when Sting first tried to turn heel in WCW. I believe, I'm trying to think off the top of my head, it was like a whole gimmick he was doing with Lex Luger, and I think it was around 98 or 99. And he tried to pass himself off as a heel with Lex Luger, and it really didn't work. Even when he was going with the Main Event Mafia, which was technically a heel gimmick, he really didn't pass himself off as a heel then either. So, I don't know. I guess he tried to go heel, but it just didn't work. He didn't go over as a heel. So only time will tell if Hardy can actually go over himself, you know, go over with the crowd as a legit heel. Now, he did get a good start tonight. He did get a good start tonight by not only getting the cheap win in the three-way dance, but he also clocked RVD in the head with the title belt. Legit heel things, but there are also classic things we haven't seen before. So, only time will tell if Hardy can, again, personally get himself over on the TNA fans as a legit heel. Now, Nathan brought this up on commentary, and I'm going to bring this up in the video. I will mention Team 3D's announcement in just a second, Ashley. Now, Nathan did mention this in the commentary that we've had here tonight on Blog TV, and I'm going to address that a little bit. And maybe if you guys out there are watching this video either on Blog TV or YouTube, by the way, youtube.com/WrestleGamer, blogtv.com/people/AWWB. I want to get your guys' opinion on it. Do you believe it was a smart move for TNA to put the title on Jeff Hardy, considering that he's got his court dates, and if he's found guilty, he'll have a sentencing and go into jail? So you guys leave a comment on this video, whether it's on Blog TV, YouTube, or www.thewrestlegamershow.com. You tell me, do you think that was a good move by TNA? Now, Team 3D's major announcement. We tried to speculate on it a little bit on the podcast earlier before Bound for Glory, and it was pretty much, well, some people didn't know what it would be, but it was Team 3D actually announcing their retirement, and personally, I wish them all the best. They've had a great run. They've had great careers as a tag team. Great 15 years. I believe they're the only tag team to have won championships, I think 23 times. 23 times if I'm not mistaken. So my hat's off to them, and you guys deserve it. You have a great retirement, you guys. Now the Jeff Jarrett thing I was trying to address here. For some reason I was dropped off Skype for some reason, but now I am back. Now, let me address the Jeff Jarrett thing. Apparently, Jeff Jarrett had turned heel. He screwed Samoa Joe, left him laying, and Kevin Nash, Pope, D'Angelo Darrow, and Sting ended up getting the win. Now, Jeff Jarrett screwing Samoa Joe and leaving the match was a big indicator that he had something to do with they. So we kind of figured that out, that Jeff Jarrett was involved in everything. And we have possibly seen Kevin Nash in his last wrestling match here tonight at Bound for Glory, because again, he has stated on his Twitter that he is walking away from wrestling, and I believe the last day is Tuesday, if I am not mistaken. Okay? Well, I'm going to go into more detail this Wednesday night about my opinions about TNA Bound for Glory. Now, if I was going to compare Bound for Glory and Hell in a Cell, I'm going to tell you right now, Bound for Glory wins. I'll tell you that right now. But I will get into it in more detail on the podcast Wednesday night. So be sure you tune in that. Again, Ashley will have his review. I believe Nathan is also going to be working on a review as well. And we're going to have the introduction of a brand new member to the WGS team. Who's it going to be? You're going to have to find out. So, with that being said, that's going to conclude my reactions video. If you guys have any thoughts or any comments you would like to make about Bound for Glory, please leave them on this video. Whether, again, it's on Blog TV, youtube.com/WrestleGamer, or on www.thewrestlegamershow.com. I will see you guys tomorrow for another edition of WGS-TV.